Hello everybody and welcome to my gameplay of The Last of Us Remastered on Grounded mode. Now what you're going to see here is the amount of people that have actually went ahead and achieved both of these trophies for beating Grounded mode the first time and beating them the second time. Now it's still an ultra rare trophy with only 1.6% actually earning it the first time and only 0.7% for beating it the second time. So when I looked at those numbers and when I got it about a couple weeks ago, it was only like 0.7% had beat it the first time and 0.3% had beat it the second time. And so it doesn't look like the numbers are going up very fast. And so I decided that I wanted to go ahead and make my own video sharing with you one of the better ways to go about grounded mode on The Last of Us. And so I'm not going to, this isn't a tutorial or a gameplay of showing you where to go to get all of the achievements or, unlock all the shiv doors or anything like that. I'm strictly going to try to beat this game on grounded mode by doing nothing but just killing people. So I'm not going to really go and collect any supplies or supplements or anything to upgrade people to show and share with you guys that it is possible to beat the game on grounded mode without just, spending 500 hours trying to collect everything. And so this is the first group of people that you have to encounter and they have to kill. I just went ahead and shot that lady twice and then beat the hell out of them. Just makes it a lot easier. And so this is when you first encounter Robert's men. I went ahead and capped that first guy, come over here to this table, and I kind of mess up here a little bit because I was supposed to be a headshot and he gets a shot off, but no big deal, doesn't matter. I'm still able to finish this round. And there are hundreds and thousands, probably unlimited amounts of ways to go ahead and beat grounded mode. This is just the best way I found for myself, and so I hope you guys enjoy. And so this is the second time you encounter Robert's men, and Tess over there kills him. Sometimes that guy drops ammo, so I go over there and I pick it up. Then you want to actually kill this guy first, because because you got to remember that there are two more people in that warehouse right there that I'm looking at now. And if you don't kill that guy, then you chance getting caught, and then now you're on a gunfight when you don't need to. And so I just come over to the second window here, and I wait until that guy in the cap on the right walks past the computers before I go ahead and jump over to then strangle him and kill him.
Up against the wall and bang, bang, bang. Just executed all of them.
All right, and then I wait a couple seconds because I could just run there even faster, but I want Tess to catch up. It's just something that I like to do because she can shiv him, so she kills him like almost immediately, where we are just strangling him, so it takes a little bit. So then I could pick up that key without having to run over to where Tess killed that other guy. It just, it saves you 5-6 seconds, no big deal, but I like to do it anyway. So, all right, so this is the third group of Robert's men that you have to encounter, and I decided to go ahead and come over to this box. It doesn't really matter. You can do what you like to do, but I'm going to stand here, and I'm going to actually wait until that guy on the left comes up to this door, and for some reason he doesn't walk into this warehouse that I'm at. He actually just turns around like a retard and just stands there like, oh, I got this, no big deal, And so I go over to him and I strangle him, but I bring him over to the door here, so then that one guy that you saw in the background doesn't turn around and look right at me and then start shooting at me. So I strangle him, and then I just go ahead and I walk over. You don't have to keep crouching the whole time, which is kind of ironic. I would think in grounded mode, it being the hardest difficulty, that you would have to be extra stealthy, but apparently you don't have to. And so I bring him over here because there are two people up on that little catwalk, or whatever you want to call it, that I'm looking at right now, up the stairs. And so I put him there, and fortunately this time around, it'll actually benefit me for me putting him right there here, and you'll see that here in a second, because it'll actually distract one of the people. So I have two of the 5 killed so far. So I come over here, but when I go around the corner, I see that the other guy is already pathing, so I was just a little too slow. So I just wait until he's kind of out of the way, and then I grab this guy, and I make sure that I hug this shelf. Now, I hugged it a little too much, and so I got kind of glitched out, but fortunately I went back enough so he wouldn't kill me. or he wouldn't see me, so then he would kill me.
Impressive.
And now I have to wait for these two to path the correct way. And this is where I get really, I guess, lucky, or maybe that's just something that happens every single time. I'm not sure. And so remember, this gameplay through, or whatever you want to call it, is me trying to help you guys figure out the best way to do it without getting hurt, or only getting hurt bare minimum, so you don't have to waste a lot of resources. And so that's why I wait a couple extra seconds, because I could have gone in and I could shoot them up and easily win and stuff like that, but I don't want you guys to be wasting too much ammo, because grounded mode, the only thing that makes it more difficult than survivor mode or hard or normal or easy, whatever the other difficulties, is that you get almost no resources, no supplies, no nothing, compared to the other game modes. So if you want to run through this first on easy, then go ahead, so then you can kind of get an idea of where all the people path and what you can do and whatnot. But for the benefit of everyone else, I decided just, screw it, I just do it on grounded mode. So now you'll see that I'm doing killing the last guy, and that you've killed the last guy, or you've been caught when he just beats the hell out of him instead of strangling him. All right, so this is the, I think, 4th group now of Robert's men, and I think this is the last group of Robert's men that you have to deal with. So I actually come over here, I pick up the shiv, which is fortunate that they at least still give that to you, because shivs are very important, as you'll find out on grounded mode. They weren't very relevant in any of the other game modes, but in grounded they are really important to at least have one on hand at all times. And so here, the reason why I don't just kill him immediately is because if he's still talking to the other guy, it'll signal, obviously if he stops talking, it'll signal to his comrade that something's going on, so he'll come after you. And then I just pull him to the left. You can pull him to the right, it doesn't really matter, just so then he's out of the way, and then I just strangle him. And this is where I go ahead and I kind of break off what I would normally do, because what you can do is you can actually stealth past the rest of them. But I know some of you like to, get the collectibles, or try to find other stuff that might be around here. So I just went ahead on this time around to just go ahead and kill every single one. So I killed that first guy by the shiv, by the cargo, and then I wait until that guy in the background that's going to the left is just out of sight, and then I go ahead and strangle this guy right over here, just so then he's out of sight again, because you'll see why you want that here in a second. Because if they, for some reason, they don't ever ask, hey, how's it going, or are you still okay, buddy, or what's going on, except for maybe in like a couple areas. So I mean, honestly, as long as they just don't see the body, then you're completely fine. But then they start getting panicked if they see one of their teammates, or whatever you want to call them, dead. Then they actually start scouting out, and then that's when you can get into a lot of trouble. So just before he sees him, because you see he kind of turns and goes, oh, hey, I grab him and go ahead and just pull him out of the way and kill him. And then, of course, you have to pick up that log, because, I mean, having a melee weapon is always helpful in case you get in a sticky situation. And then, because it took me just a little too long, I almost get this guy, but I was kind of nervous about picking him up on grounded mode with that other guy who's like right there. So I decided to wait a second, and then realized that he wasn't going to move as fast as I thought he was going to. So I just come over and kill this guy instead first. Kind of held him hostage there for a second, so in case the guy turned around for some reason, I just cap his ass and then run. All right, and then see, you could also skip this part, not go after this guy, but I wanted to kill everybody for some reason during this part, because it's just the easiest way to do it. And so I just distract him with a brick, and he goes, oh my gosh, what's going on? Because the AIs are really stupid. And before he could turn around, I just grab him, kill him. And so remember, because I'm still strangling him, that means that there's still one guy left in the area, which I think is kind of cool that they went ahead and put that in there. and by they I mean Naughty Dog. And so if you remember, there's actually a guy right behind that little pillar thing, behind those boxes that I'm looking at right now. And on this time through, I decided to go ahead and show you exactly where he's at, just to kind of give you a reminder in case you forgot. And so this is what I normally do, is I just throw a bottle or a brick or something, and then he'll, for some reason, there's nothing in the way, but he'll just walk over there. And so then I just kill him. And then you meet Robert.
Old enough. I'll live.
And then this is I think this is the first time you actually have to go against the regular people.
Hold up.
And so this is, this is probably a couple minutes further into the story. Like I said, I didn't want to show you my entire gameplay because I think that's just kind of boring to sit and watch, for 3 hours just to try to get past like one level. And so they were talking about their plan, blah, 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 don't care. So you can actually run up a little bit further up the stairs than where I go to, but I decided I want to play a little bit safer because it is grounded mode. So if for whatever reason I get caught, at least I can take them out one at a time instead of having all of them up my ass. All right, so I jump over here and I give it a couple seconds just to play it safe, and then I grab him. And if you remember right, Marlene will go ahead and kill that guy. And for some reason, everyone else can kill everyone faster than Joel, but whatever. You can't really argue with the Last of Us, I guess. And then I go ahead and stay in this little warehouse. Like I said, I'm not looking for any supplies or ammo or anything, so I'm just kind of like stealthing through. I grab this guy and just choke him out right there because they won't see that guy, which is very fortunate. So I kill him without wasting any time or effort. And for this next group of 2 or 3, I go ahead and wait until that guy that's on the right that you see walking gets just past the closest guy, and then I just go ahead and I walk up. And because the AIs are so stupid in this game, even on grounded mode, it's like he's right there, but because he's not looking right at you, it won't signal anything. So you can basically choke out people, which you'll see in a couple episodes down the road, where I literally kill, a couple people that are probably feet from each other, and it's just crazy. So you don't have to move him because I find out in about 5-6 seconds that the pather that comes up the stairs sees me anyway, or sees that guy anyway. So you don't have to. Sometimes trying to hide the body doesn't work because they will break out if you hold on to him for too long. So you'll see here, now he sees him. And so I pull out the bottle. The reason why I pull out the bottle or the brick, whatever I have, is because I want to conserve ammo. And if for some reason he sees me, and which fortunately he didn't there, I can throw the bottle or brick at them and stun them and then basically one-shot them since I still have the board with me. So it's pretty cool. And this part seems like it'd be really difficult, but actually it's probably one of the easiest parts to kind of just fly by speed running. So without any hesitation or anything, just run as fast as you possibly can through this part. Because right there, they don't see you because by the time that you're in this pipe is when they're finally looking for you. This part is where you want to slow down just a little bit. You can take either left or right, doesn't really matter. And I just take it a little bit slower because normally I do, when I'm speed running through this part, especially like on easy or normal, I get caught and you end up getting shot at. And as you'll find out in grounded mode, once it actually starts getting difficult and you start getting injured, without having a HUD, you don't know how much HP you have, but you only really have maybe one shot you can survive and one hit/grab that you can survive, and then after that you're going to die, unless you use a first aid kit. So I just run up here, and then I just go ahead and chill here for a couple seconds. I'm just waiting for him to path away, to look away. And I realize that he's not walking even further, so I just say screw it. I come all the way up here, and then Tess will tell you to go, and that's when you know you're safe. And once you get up to these stairs, I just sprint all the way to this next part. And last but not least, this is the easiest part as well. Just literally just sprint all the way. Just follow this path. Now I slow down right here just to play it safe, but you can literally just run all the way and maybe get shot at towards the end, but no big deal. So I just wait until he starts walking. Now I know I'm safe, so I go ahead and climb up. And climb up through the window and look around, make sure no one's over there. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you liked the video.